Better check some of those Happy Meal toys that you have around.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've collected those things, or you just stick them in a bag and they're in the garage or up in the attic and they're just hanging around. Somebody pulled some of their Pokemon cards out. Mm-hmm. They had Pokemon cards back in the day in the Happy Meals.
Right.
Well, now a few of them are worth some dime, man. Somebody put up a Pikachu Happy Meal Pokemon card, and it went on eBay and went for, are you ready for this? $500.
Do what?
Some of them are going for $150
What?
on eBay. Pokemon cards, Happy Meal.
So I get Happy Meals when I go to McDonald's because I just need that amount of food, right?
She eats it. She takes these meals from children.
I'd never take these meals from children. Little children, you know that Aunt Liz would not do that.
They are. You don't take it from the kids.
No.
But you take another piece of the inventory for the. But okay, never mind.
My goodness gracious.
What do you do with the toy?
Well, I usually have been keeping them like in my handbag or in my car. But Hayden, because McDonald's not that long ago started giving out more of these Pokemon cards. When I would get home with my Happy Meal, Hayden was like, "Give me those cards. Give me those cards." And he took them, went through them like really quickly, like his eyes were glassed over. He's like, "Give me the cards." He took them.
Does he still have them?
Yeah.
Because if her son still has them, he might have a nice little college tuition here.
He might. Now, these are the ones they just gave out a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
But they have Pokemon cards, both he and Luke. Both of my sons have Pokemon cards. And Luke was throwing them down the other day. He said, that one's worth 30, that one's worth 50, that one's worth...
Really?
Yeah, so...
I wonder if will they sell them?
Oh, I think
You put them up on eBay. Some of these collectors are I mean, the Pikachu went for $500 on eBay.
Well, I told Luke, so he doesn't have a Pikachu, but he has some other ones he said are fairly rare. I don't know in the $500 realm.
Where do they come up with these? Because I thought for some reason that somebody asked me, was I picking my nose and chew? I was just Pikachu.
I don't
Never
know
mind.
where they come from.
I didn't mean put it in my mouth. Is that what you thought? No.
That's what I heard.
No. Oh.
His morning crew.
So Holly is along with us at 800-447-7234. Evidently, Holly wants to tell us something about her husband.
Oh, what's going on there?
Okay, what's up there, Holly?
My husband actually started a business with a friend of his getting into selling sports cards. And it is crazy the amount of money people will spend on, those sports cards that like you used to get back in the bubble gum. But a Tom Brady rookie card just sold for $1.32 million.
Oh my goodness! Just his card, so his rookie card.
Yeah, his rookie card. And then, and I can't remember, but a Mickey Mantle card sold not too long ago for $5 million.
I could see that, because
I
that's
could
like
too.
a really old card.
Yeah.
How'd your husband get into this business anyway?
Well, his business partner has been collecting them for years.
He must have been collecting for a really long time.
His business partner probably has about a $3 million valuation on the cards that he has collected over the years.
Why do I feel like he might have a room in his house just for his cards to display?
He has 3 storage units that are just about cards.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
That's amazing. And they're all his.
They are.
Oh,
Hence,
man.
the business got started, and so they're selling, cards that they started selling cards that he just didn't care to keep anymore. And he's a big UK fan, so he collects UK cards, basketball cards. And then he has some Michael Jordan cards. He's got some really, and I can't think of them right now off the top of my head, but he's got some really old baseball cards. I don't think he has Mickey Mantle, but Robinson, and it's crazy. I've never seen so many. And his wife is very supportive of him.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Fatima, she was out at the lake about 6 months ago. It was back August, September, and she had her phone. Of course, everybody's taking pictures. I'm at the beach. I got a selfie. She drops her phone into the lake.
Oh, no.
And she said, you know what? This lake is just too dark, murky. I'm never going to find this thing. 6 months later, somebody found it. They were out there sort of diving and looking for treasure.
Oh, the thing must be trashed.
No, turned it on. It worked.
Really?
What? How?
For how long? You said how long it was underwater?
6 months.
Underwater for 6 months.
Like under the sand, yeah.
I'm so glad I have an iPhone.
Yeah, she said the speaker is not great and the microphone doesn't work 100%.
Yeah.
But everything else is fine.
Come on. I mean,
That's
it's
great.
wonderful.
So I went to Folly Beach 2 different times this past summer.
Right?
Both times, and I love to walk the beach, look for shells, all this kind of thing. So I'm always digging up under and pushing my toes up under the sand. I found a pair of sunglasses the first time. They were women's sunglasses. I was like, oh, these look nice. You're not going to find who they belong to. And they were plastic. They were, inexpensive.
Some of the cheap stuff.
Exactly.
You get at one of those surf shops.
Right,
yeah.
right. Second time I went with my husband, I'm out, putting my feet in the sand, doing the whole thing again. Same exact spot. Well, not exact. Same spot, general area. Found another pair of sunglasses. These were almost like Wayfarers, like the Top Gun type. They weren't that brand. They were still really cheap.
They kind of looked like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, a knockoff.
But they were more men's sunglasses. But I was like, the same spot, and it's at the end of Folly Beach in that kind of point.
Okay.
And I think the current is bringing them down, and then they get lodged right there.
It'd be interesting to know the journey that these sunglasses have taken.
I know. Where did
to
they
get
come?
to that point.
I know. It's probably just up the beach, but that's okay too.
You never know.
Right.
Yeah, just track with me here.
Sorry.
I want them to come from Europe.
They were from Ireland.
They
Yes, they were.
Yeah, and they floated all the way over and landed at
Right.
Folly Beach, years apart from each other. What was something that that someone found like much later that was lost, whether you or someone in your family or whatnot? Join the conversation.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Would know this about Liz, but evidently Liz likes to go to the beach and she finds things. So, I mean, she's got the metal detector, she's got the beach hat, she's got, could you see it? You see it? She's wearing the overalls, and she's got the overalls kind of,
Rolled up
at the whole thing, she's got the white sneakers and the socks that go all the way up to the knees with a metal detector
around the top.
out of the beach finding sunglasses at Folly Beach. It's amazing. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew at His Radio.
That is absolutely 100% not true. I did find.
But it's a great visual.
Oh, it is a great visual.
Oh, wow. Could you imagine Mama Liz doing that at the
I
beach?
just saw myself, and it is not pretty. Honey, I got something.
I got me a ball cap.
I did find 2 pair of sunglasses, 2 different trips at Folly in virtually the same part of Folly Beach out there on the point.
We started thinking about things that you lose, and then all of a sudden, much later, it comes back. Or maybe somebody that you know that's happened to at 800-447-7234. Here is Sarah. What is it for you, Sarah?
My wedding band. I had lost my wedding band doing yard work one day. We searched and searched for it, had people come out with metal detectors and never found it. And about 2 years later, we went to move to a new house, and I was watering a plant that I had dug up to move, and my wedding band was sitting plain as day on top of the grass right next to the plant.
What did you replace your wedding band with?
I got a new wedding band, so now I have 2.
Look at that.
Weekday and weekend.
There you go. Nice little accessories.
Yeah, worked out well.
His morning crew.
I could not believe I did this.
What?
I could not. I did, and I apologize that I even did this. I'm going to fess up. I had a check that I brought with me on vacation.
Yeah.
We were at the Outer Banks. Had a great deal because it was in October, and so it was like one of those Airbnbs. It was $150 a night.
Wow.
For a 3-story Airbnb, we're like, deal.
Yeah.
October. Right. So we went and then we left. Mm-hmm. And when I got home, I went, okay, I'm going to go and put that check into the bank. You know where I left it?
No.
Airbnb.
Oh.
We're thinking that thing's gone. Somebody is going to cash it. No. The people who cleaned the place brought it to the rental place that was doing the rentals for these Airbnbs, and they mailed it to me.
That is fantastic. But I know your heart sinks when you do something like that.
It did. Yeah. Dwayne's here at 800-447-7234. What about you? What'd you lose, Dwayne?
I lost my wedding ring. I went skiing at Maggie Valley and fell, and it either come off up in the snow or it came off down in the lodge. Don't know exactly where it was, but I gave them a description of what it looked like. After about 2 weeks, still nothing, so I was miserable without my ring. So I went and purchased a new wedding ring. And the next day in the mail, I received a package from Maggie Valley, and it had my ring in it.
Whoa, amazing.
Listen, this will teach you to go to the beach from now on and not one of those winter vacations, because at the beach, your hands swell up. That thing ain't coming off.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Good morning. Welcome on in. 800-447-7234. It's His Radio. Rob Dempsey, Liz Riles, His morning crew.
Oh my goodness, you have got to hear this text. So we heard about a woman, Kipra, texted in and said, I think this is her son. Kyler was working construction cleanup. He called her. He was having severe stomach pain. He's on the phone. His chest starts hurting.
This is horrible.
Yes, he's moaning, saying he's never been in so much pain in all of his life. He thinks while he was working, he got bit by a spider. So he's in the ER a couple of hours. Turns out it was a black widow.
You're kidding.
It took a week for him to recover. Now listen to this. He would sweat profusely through this entire week as his body's getting rid of all the venom, I
Right.
guess. He would drink Gatorade. Okay, this is kind of gross. You could watch it come out of his legs.
Really?
The Gatorade would sweat out of his legs.
From a black widow bite?
Yes. The only way he could get comfortable and get any sleep was to sit in the bathtub. Hopefully he wasn't sleeping in the bathtub, but, or unless she was there with him or something like that. But he had to change clothes every 30 minutes because you could wring the clothes out because he'd sweated so much.
That is wild.
I've never been bit by black widow.
Neither have I, but I've seen a lot in the garage, and we've had to take action,
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's crazy.
That's scary.
I'm so sorry. I guess he's okay today.
Yeah, oh yeah. She said he's fine.
Good.
No worries
Good.
at all, but wow. Scott says, when my wife was pregnant with our daughter, we were walking on a dirt road near the house. Now, she was barefoot, okay? She put her foot down, or started to, and there was a copperhead there.
No, a snake?
But because he dealt with enough out in the woods and, that kind of thing, he was able to catch it, kind of see it peripherally before she put her foot on that copperhead. Ooh, that could have been bad. Mark said when the kids were small, we were all in the pool and he got hit in the back of the head, kind of knocked him off his feet. So when he came up out of the water, he was ready to give somebody a whooping. Turned out it was a huge black hornet. He said his head was swollen up for 3 days.
What?
And hurt for a week.
That's not good.
Now, have you ever had like a horsefly get you in the head while you're out swimming?
No.
Ooh, those things hurt.
No.
Oh, you see them come through, you're like under the water.
No, I'm from Florida. Alligators would chase us. No, they would not. They
I was
would
about
not.
to say,
They'd
I
leave
guess
you
I
alone.
can't complain then.
They would not, no.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Maybe you've got to this point in your life where you've seen a piece of clothing way too long. It's time to donate
Yeah.
to the thrift store.
Yeah.
So this man's wife did that. She's like, hey, I got some extra things. This jacket's been around for a while. He deserves a brand new jacket. He deserves something else. This is a nice jacket. There's nothing wrong with it. Somebody could use this because it's a nice jacket. So she donated it. He noticed quickly. It's like, where is my jacket?
Yeah.
She's like, I donated to Goodwill.
Right.
Why? You just need a new jacket. No. You don't understand. I have some money in that jacket. I have $5,000 in that jacket.
Mind blown. Why are you
Whoa.
putting $5,000 in a jacket pocket?
Somebody's hiding something from his wife.
I think so,
That's what
because
I
she
think.
said, I didn't know anything about that kind of money. So they had to go through all the jackets for like 2 weeks. I guess they went to the Goodwill where she donated it, and they were
And you're talking about the Goodwill employees were doing this, right?
Yes. They were going through it for 2 weeks. Couldn't find it. Finally, one of the employees, Michaela, found that money. Now, she could have done the bad thing. She could have pocketed it and just kept going. But Michaela is pretty awesome. She turned that money in, $5,000 that she found in that jacket pocket. And you know what? She could have used it herself. She's hearing impaired, and I'm sure she could have used, some new devices to help her with that. But she didn't. She turned in that money.
And you know what Goodwill did?
What?
The big dog came to town
Yeah.
and gave her an award for this. So she received, because of her honesty, the Gold Medal Award of Integrity and a nice bonus check.
She got a bonus for doing the right thing. You get that good feeling, and then somebody says, let me reward you for what you did. It's pretty awesome.
Michaela, thank you for schooling us on what honesty and integrity is all about, because that's all you, Michaela.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I don't know when the last time was that you hung out your laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Long
hung out. So here's this young lady, teenage student, and she went and she got the laundry, just off the thing and put it in the basket and brought it inside, and then realized, wait a minute, did I just see a snake? Mm-hmm. Oh. So she thought she saw one, and then it wasn't there anymore. And so a little bit more took place, and then they actually saw the snake one more time.
Yeah, they saw it in a place you would never expect to see a snake. And that was inside her inhaler, her asthma inhaler. It had curled up. It was almost like it was just trying to get away from her because, they're scared. And it was just taking a little nap.
It was one of those, I don't know if you know what a red-bellied black snake is, slithered inside that thing. But wow, they noticed it was curled up right in that. So it's a tiny snake.
Oh,
You know how inhalers are just little tiny, Yeah,
it was in the top, like where the little cartridge goes.
So there was no cartridge.
Right. So the cartridge is out. So it wasn't like she was using it and it was going to be.
Could you imagine?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
They said they're usually pretty docile unless they feel threatened.
Mm-hmm.
And then she could have gotten kind of a nasty bite from it. But it all ended up okay. She called somebody and somebody came in and got the snake, got it away from her. But I bet she'll be a little more cognizant of what's going on around her when she's doing laundry next time.
You think?
Maybe. I would
Check
say.
to see if there's any snakes, spiders, or anything else around, huh?
I need an inside dryer, honey.
His morning crew.
If you're hankering for some cheese, I'm so sorry. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Cheese is going to cost more because they're having some import-export issues around the world. Really, Costco is saying that they have major cheese shortages, and evidently what they have, the price is going up because these big shipping boats or ships cannot get in and out. They're having some issues there.
So what I understand is they don't have any cheese right now.
No, well, there's some, but very little. They're running out very quickly, and it's causing some big issues.
Wow.
Because people want the cheese.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I cut the cheese, but nobody has the crackers.
Okay, so
sorry, that was a reference to something else. But I do like cheese, and it's I like cheese and I like chips, and because of that, it's really tough when it comes to somebody who wants to be healthy.
Right.
So I'm kind of happy about this because now I can't go buy any because it's too expensive.
Okay, you know what else they're running low on?
No, don't tell me.
Things like seafood, which on your
Well, it's a part of my diet. I see food and eat it.
Right. Well, and olive oil. They're having a problem keeping olive oil on shelves as well.
A lot of people are cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
At home, yeah.
More of us are staying home, and because restaurants, were limited capacity. But they're saying that if they get these shipments, it's going to cost you more, at least for the next little while. They don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. Price will come down, but a lot of different stores other than Costco are dealing with this. Crocs. Like, I don't even get that.
Are we talking about the shoes?
Yes. They're having some problems because of the shipping, because of the imports and that kind of thing. So, I know. And then Dollar Tree. So, you may see.
Will you just stop now? I don't want to hear about everybody not being able to buy anything anymore.
Well, you can buy them. It's just going to cost a little
money.
more for a little while. So
my birthday's coming up. I want some Crocs. Thank you. You just dashed my dream.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
His morning crew. Rob and Liz.
Are you all right?
I'm so sorry.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Like it was a joke. I just can't even. And okay. Reset. His morning crew with Rob and Liz. You know, you say a word and it comes out differently that you expect. And then it just,
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry. I can't.
That's okay.
His morning crew with Rob and Liz.
Yeah.
His radio.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're good.
You sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you positive you're good?
Yes.
Because you're having your own little personal joke fest over there. The rest of us are like left out.
I didn't mean to. I tried, and then I looked at TJ, and I lost it.
Yeah.
Because he was shaking. I can't.
Don't make fun of somebody shaking like that.
No. He was shaking because he was laughing.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Are you done?
I'm so sorry, yes.
You sure?
Yes.
We just need to allow Liz to have her little laugh fit moment.
Sometimes I see things like on Facebook or time hops, memories that come up, and things that my kids say, and then I say words that are wrong, and none of this is making sense. I get it.
No, it's not, but it's okay. We're enjoying.
But it's Friday, and I'm joyful.
Uh-huh.
And
what's all this backpedaling? Did you hear how she did that? She goes, sometimes it's Facebook and it's the memories.
I'm just trying to find a reason that I'm laughing. Have
you don't know why you're laughing?
I don't.
She's laughing for a reason. She doesn't know why she's laughing.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, you're going back to it's a Facebook memory.
His morning crew.
Here's Deborah. And poor little Deborah's in Walmart at the checkout line. She's got a lot that she's buying. She goes to pay and she realizes, where's my wallet? Runs out to the parking lot looking for her wallet in her car. There's no wallet anywhere. And then in the middle of all that, her doorbell ringer notification goes off. She's like, oh, no, what's happening at my house now? And then she goes and she takes a look at her doorbell ringer, this notification, and this happens.
Camera recording.
Hey, how you doing? I found your wallet at Walmart. Hey, Miss Crosby, I found your wallet at Walmart in River City. I'm gonna put it behind the welcome thing. Well, I'm gonna put it by the Amazon boxes.
So there's a gentleman, no idea who this guy is. Found her wallet at Walmart parking lot, in the parking lot. And, of course, all her contents are in it, saw the license, and brought it to her house and left it right there for her.
I mean, he could have probably found her on social media, messaged her and says, I'll meet you somewhere. No, this guy, he said, I'm going to take it right over. I know she needs this right away. Drove it to her house and left it beside Amazon.
Isn't that great?
I love this guy.
She not only she go to Walmart, but she orders stuff online. So she had all these boxes that were just outside, just waiting on her.
And he took the time out of his day to get it back to her just because he knew how much she needed it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Jody is the proud mom of Miles, and Miles is in elementary school. Now, first day of school, generally, not in a pandemic year, but any other year, you get the fundraiser that your kids have to start on, whether it's wrapping paper or whatever the case may be. Well, Miles had a box of chocolates that he had to sell.
Those are good, too.
That is some of the world's finest chocolate.
It is. It even says so.
Exactly.
Just like that world-famous cup of coffee that they have in New York City on Elf.
Right? But they sell these boxes of chocolate, and it helps them, fund different activities. Well, Miles had his box of chocolate, but then he started looking around at school, and he saw that some of his friends were having kind of a hard time selling that chocolate. And so Miles went to his mom, Jody, and said, Mom, can I have some money to buy chocolate from my friends? And she said, well, Miles, we need to sell this chocolate. And he said, well, some of my friends don't have moms like you who will help me sell this chocolate, and so I need to help them. I want to jump in and help.
For real. What a great young man.
This kid, so I happened to look around a little bit, and I was looking at his mom's social media because she had posted that on social media. Just yesterday, he had told his mom, Mom, we need to get to school early so I can help my friend with his science. And she said, okay, well, what's going on? He said, well, his glasses broke, and evidently they don't have money to replace them right now. And so I told him that I would go over his notes with him because we've got a test tomorrow. Like, this kid is...
Miles?
Right?
Oh, dude.
This kid is awesome. And so I looked back on Mom's social media, and she does these bus stop conversations. And these are the things. She gets to the bus stop a little early so they can have these types of conversations.
Wonderful.
How awesome. You got to give her props for being an awesome mom.
She is.
Right.
And I give her a lot of credit for that because,
Yeah.
Jody, that's the way that you're raising Miles.
Right.
And Miles, it's brushing off on him because look at the young man that he is.
His sweet little heart. We love you, Miles.